Welcome, Cancer. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for August the 29th through to September the 4th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And truly, you guys, you're overwhelming. Thank you so much for all of the beautiful, loving, positive energy that you send my way each and every day. Thank you so much. Now, let's see what the energy is going to be for you this week. What we have jump out, the High Priestess. I'll expect spiritual magic to happen in your life this week. Absolutely. She jumps out. We'll have to keep that one in the back of our mind as we explore the energies. Now, we have Judgment as our first card. 8 of Wands, so that's a lot of opportunities coming our way. Knight of Cups, our passions, our desires. Queen of Swords. Okay, so let's stop there. So, Judgment. Everything has to really be thought over this week of where we are going, of what we are trying to create, of what we are trying to do going forward, especially where we communicate and in our creativity. We don't just want to... We just don't want to react to things. We want to respond to things this week. So if you hear something, then investigate, ask questions. Don't just assume it to be the truth without doing a little bit of research, a little bit of legwork in, especially if it's something that upsets you. You want to make sure that it's true, that it has a sound basis to talk about, to communicate about, to create going forward. We have the 8 of Wands. A lot of opportunities can be coming into you right now. Do not get so future projected here that you don't see the opportunities. You really need to stay in the moment and go with the flow. And even if it doesn't look like it fits into your life, pay attention to it because it's showing up for a reason. We have the solar eclipse happening in your 3rd house, and that is when we also have the Mercury retrograde happening in your 3rd house. But the Mercury retrograde is really snuggled up to a lot of good energy this time around. So what we are revisiting, what we are re-examining are good things in our life. It opens up a new way of seeing things forward. It opens up new avenues and new pathways for us. So it gives us time to reflect on the decisions that we have made. And in your case, it's a lot to do with the communication. So if you're a writer, you may be proofreading all of your work. But I don't think it's really proofreading. It's making sure that what you're saying it's strong, it's powerful, it's motivating, it's wanting to do your best work or something. It has nothing to do with the card I'm holding, by the way. That's just what I'm getting. This is about opportunities coming in. Marvelous opportunities. But she is looking forward. She is looking so far forward that she is not in the moment. She is not in the now, and she will miss those opportunities. She will not see those opportunities. So we want to stay very grounded. Now, it is crossed over by the Queen of Swords here. So the Queen of Swords is like the mom in the deck. She is the one that nurtures, that cares for, that wants to see her children grow to the full potential that they can be. And so you need to be the mom of your dreams, your passions. So you want the fullest potential of your dreams. And I think that's where a lot of your energy is going to be placed. And new opportunities coming in for you around your passions, around your creativity, around your desires, around your voice. And we have the Knight of Cups bringing in that passion. Now, this is the Knight in Shining Armor, so if you are looking for your Knight in Shining Armor to come around the corner, perhaps you are the Knight in Shining Armor, looking for that damsel in distress, you may find her. Okay, this is definitely the Knight in Shining Armor appearing, the passion. But in general reading, we are going to look at the passion of our dreams, our desires, and it really has to do with your creativity and your voice. So the impact you make on maybe the home and family, maybe the neighborhood, the community, maybe in the workplace, maybe you are bringing something new and inventive to the table. So this is a time where opportunities actually appear for you to go into that energy, to allow yourself to think and expand and grow your vision of tomorrow through the opportunities that you are seeing unfold in front of you right now. We have, for our underlying energy, the Seven of Wands, and this is very much about making a declaration about what you want to do going forward. So this is an underlying energy, so chances are you are saying this to yourself. This could be the pep talks. This could be the positive affirmations. This could be rewriting the story. And this could be very strong for you, actually, rewriting the story of where you want to go rather than playing the old tape recordings in your head of what people told you couldn't be, shouldn't be, wouldn't be in your life. That you couldn't do something because you weren't tall enough or short enough or thin enough, or maybe they told you you couldn't write, or you couldn't draw, or you couldn't paint, or you weren't good at expressing yourself, or you're not good at standing up in front of people, so just don't do it, or why would you want to play that musical instrument? It has a lot to do with your creativity. So if you have a love for cooking and everybody has told you that your cooking's not so good, you know what? Really dive into it. It's like exercising that muscle. Okay, if I were to ask you to do 10 push-ups right now, some of you would be going, oh, I don't know if I could do one, and others would be going, I could do 100. But it's because you can do that 100 is because you have developed that muscle, that you started at 1. You started at 5, at 10. So we have to start somewhere. So it was saying to yourself that you are going to go forward in a desire, a passion, a dream. And so it could very well be through positive affirmations, that self-confidence brimming inside of you, that understanding that you can accomplish, that you can do. We have the Nine of Wands as our overriding energy, so chances are this is, Mercury retrogrades are famous for, we don't want to start something brand new, and we don't want to, and so this card tells me that it's actually something that you probably put on the back burner once upon a time in your life. And you're seeing the new path forward by revisiting that old passion or that dream or that desire that you once had, that for some reason it came off the drawing board, it went to the back burner, but it's almost like it comes through now. So, Mercury retrogrades are, if it's something that it's a continued path, that it's just another level of the development, it's okay to walk those paths. It's okay to do things in that type of energy. You just don't want to do new things. You don't want to be signing contracts. But I don't think this is something I don't think it's new to you. I think it's something that was part of your life once, or something that you've always wanted in your life, that you've always dabbled in it. You never painted a stroke, but you still have that magazine about, creating beautiful paintings and different ways of going about it, and techniques and styles, and you've always subscribed to that magazine. Or maybe it's a gardening magazine, but you've always lived in a little apartment, and the most you had was a pot or two with a couple of flowers in it, but you've always explored it. You've always had a desire for it. You've always had a want or a need for it to be a part of your life. This is where those new paths are going to open up to you. Now we have the Knight of Pentacles with the Four of Wands. So this is knowing that we build our security one step at a time, one baby step at a time, that we're not going to try and rush through energy, that we're not going to try and push through energy. That makes a lot of sense, with the Judgment card being the very first card, that we want to think things through, that we just don't want to jump into an opportunity because that's our path, that we want to think it through. We want to understand the small steps that are needed in order to build that foundation so that it is long-term, so it's sustainable in our life going forward. For work and career, we have the Ace of Wands. Now, the Ace of Wands, oh, wow, this is like, if you ever looked at the original drawings for a tarot deck, and you were look at the Ace of Wands, it is a cloud with the hand of God coming out of it, holding out this wand with new branches, new sprouts, So new paths forming. This is where really God, your angels, your spirit guides say, what do you want? When it comes to career, where is your passion? Where is your desire? Where do you want the balance? How much money do you want to make? This is the hand of God offering you what you want. So really pay attention to, where was it? I buried it alive, but it's here. Bottom card, of course. The new opportunities opening up to you. Okay? There's the wand with the new growth. Okay? So this could be something out of the blue that just all of a sudden, it's like, oh, I used to love doing that. So I wouldn't dive in. We don't ever test the waters with both feet. We figure out the baby steps. Figuring out the baby steps. But it's definitely a path to explore. Love, relationships, the Ten of Swords. Well, September is the ninth energy. A 9 energy in 2016 is a 9 energy, and if you really want to get into the energy of September, then I do have a video out for that, and it does discuss the 9 in a lot more detail. But this is the end of energy. This is the end of struggle. This is almost you preparing yourself for a rebirth of what you really want in a relationship going forward. So this is very strong energy for you. You may be communicating for the first time how you really feel in a relationship, or how that person makes you feel in the relationship. And it might be something that you have held in for a very long time. But you have the wisdom now to, it's kind of like a self-confidence or a wisdom or a knowing that you really need to say it out loud so they understand where you're coming from. So they know your expectations within the relationship, so that you can grow it to a deeper, stronger level. Now, new relationships, well, we have the Four of Wands. That's a positive card when it comes to love. And of course, we have the Knight of Cups. So yes, new relationships can happen at any time. And this is a beautiful time for a new relationship to come, because the sky is parting. The sun is coming through. You are pushing yourself up. It's like you now know what you deserve, and you won't settle for second best, especially this week. So know that if somebody comes into your life, they're either going to point out why you need to be strong for you, or they're going to point out that you're beautiful and you deserve the best of the best. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.